Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, under beautiful sunny skies right now, 78 degrees on the barn thermometer. It's hard to find a day this nice at the end of August, but it actually looks like we may have several lined up as we go through the next week. Well, a date you may want to mark on your calendars is coming up on Thursday. That's August the 28th. It will be the 2025 Soil Health and Water Management Field Day taking place at OSU's Lima campus. Regenerative agriculture with the help of no-till cover crops and water management technology and conservation practices will be the focus of that field day at the Ohio State University's Lima Regenerative Agriculture Farm. Ohio State Lima's Regenerative Farming Initiative started back in 2020 and aims to provide research and educational opportunities focused on regenerative farming practices, and the field day will feature talks by leading experts, industry representatives, and even testimonials from practicing farmers in field demonstrations including plots of various cover crop mixes, center pivot irrigation, drainage water recycling, and water quality will all be featured. The field day is intended for farmers, drainage contractors, state and federal agency folks, and extension educators, as well as students and the general public. There will also be certified crop advisor credits available. Registration is free, and you can do that by going to the website go.osu.edu/Lima Field Day. Let's check in with Dale Minyo as he has an update from Valent North America.
Joining me is Territory Account Manager for Ohio, Walker Cooper with Valent USA, and you're out in the truck as we talk. What drawed you out in the field today?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at some soybeans down here in Darke County, struggling with some volunteer corn. So obviously treatable with our Select Max, but trying to help this producer get this taken care of so we have a productive crop.
Is it true that there might be more ragweed than normal? I'm seeing it in fence rows, field lots, and all over different kinds of field. Was it the timing of the crop this year that allowed it to get there, or is it something we just got to work harder on?
That's a great question. And Mother Nature really didn't deal us a great deck of cards in some areas this year, Dale. When we talk about overlapping residuals and using that as part of your program in soybeans, specifically with a Fierce and Perpetual brand, truly got to overlap those to see the best control. In some spots, guys used residuals or had a hard time getting them to completely overlap based on the weather that we had this year. But 28 to 35 days is where we want you to kind of come back in and apply residual. And because of that, and a lot of the moisture we got early on in the season, we're seeing some ragweed come through. Nevertheless, there's tools. We have our Cobra brands as well as our Phoenix brand that'll help with some ragweed. But again, as we talked about in the first interview, this is a great year to use your resources at your fingertips to ask the hard questions that you need to get the crop.
There you go. We still got to take care of it. And always read and follow label directions is an important point as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The label is the law, and it's the best to follow it. There's usually a solution for what you're dealing with. It's just knowing how to get there.
Walker Cooper, my guest, Territory Account Manager for Ohio, on the road in Western Buckeye State.
Thanks, Dale. Let's get an update now on your Friday weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
Dry today with temperatures a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast look for Ohio here. We're looking at a pleasant set of weather conditions all the way through the weekend. A frontal boundary coming through the Great Lakes, especially Michigan, probably increases cloud cover in Ohio for tomorrow midday and afternoon, but I don't think we see any threat of precipitation at all. Cooler temperatures in behind that front for Sunday, and those cooler temperatures hold through the first half of next week. We do see an increased chance of precipitation, at least over the northern part of the state, next to Thursday into early Friday with another front. And behind that front, guess what? It's cooler again. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, this coming Tuesday is the date of the Northwest Agronomic Field Day. That takes place at the Northwest Agricultural Research Station at 4240 Range Line Road in Custer, Ohio. That's up in Wood County. Registration starts at 8:30 and the program will begin at 9 o'clock, followed by a lunch at noon. Your topics and speakers include the effectiveness of Xyway fungicide in corn. That was Stephanie Karoff. Also, nitrogen rates and placement when planting green into corn with Betsy Cunningham. The HABRI Research Manure versus UAN, and Rachel Cochran and Amber Emmons will talk about that. And then AI soybean management tools and how to utilize AI on the farm with Nick Eckel. You can go to the website go.osu.edu/NW Field Day 23. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
Soybeans are a game changer for Ohio's pork industry. Pigs thrive on soybeans' perfect blend of protein and energy, helping hogs nationwide devour the equivalent of 292 million bushels of soybean meal annually. Ohio is number 7 in pork production, contributing to the billions of pounds of pork enjoyed by families across the nation each year. From sizzling bacon to barbecued ribs, soybeans power the farms that feed families. Brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Let's take a look at how your markets closed on a Friday, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. September corn closed the day up a penny at $3.88 1/4. September soybeans closed up 2 cents higher, $10.36 1/2. But wheat for September ended the day down 2 1/4 $5.04 3/4. Well, thanks for joining us and have a great weekend. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.